Okay, so look through your work here as I kind of go through it with you. First off, cross multiply. You're going to take 10 times 2n minus 4. And then you're going to cross multiply the 5 and the 3n plus 3. Okay, so now what does it look like when I distribute the 10 through? What does that look like? Chloe, tell me what that looks like. Hey guys, shh, hurry now. Chloe? Minus. Good, very good. Equal, all right, Alexis, what does it look like when I distribute that 5?
15n plus 15.
Very good. Okay, now, a lot of you are going to do different things at this point, and that's okay. Tatiana, what do we want to do now to start solving this? Okay, well, instead of subtracting 40, you would have to add it, right? Okay, that would be fine. So we can add 40 to both sides. Now, if you chose to do something different, that's okay. All right, so you have 20n equals 15n plus 55. All right, so now based on that, Emma, what would we do next?
Subtract 15n on both sides.
Very good. And so what do we get when we get 20n minus 15n over here?
5n
Equals,
equals 5.
okay. Malcolm, our last step is going to be to do what? And so what does n equal? Very good. So n equals 11. Okay. All right, does anybody have a question for me on that? Okay, so main thing, don't forget to distribute at the beginning. Okay. All right, let's turn over on the back. Let's look at example number 7. Okay, so on example number 7, first thing, guys, you're going to have one of these on your quiz on Thursday. And guys, make sure you do all the parts. A lot of us are not wanting to do that complete sentence part. That's going to be an issue. Okay, you're losing easy points because you don't follow the directions. Okay, so let's follow directions. Okay, so it says it takes 7 minutes for Isabella to walk around the gym track twice. At this rate, how many times can she walk around the track in a half an hour? Okay, first off, what are we looking for here? What's the question asking us to find? Okay, what you got, James?
How many times you can walk on the track?
Yeah, and so I'm going to put L for laps, okay, since we're talking about like laps. But if you were to put something else, that would have been fine. So I'm going to put number of laps. I'm going to be specific. Okay, what are we looking at for the laps? The number of, the distance of the lap, what are we looking for? Okay, so we're looking for the number of laps. Okay, now, anybody have an idea here on some, maybe a proportion that we can write? So we're going to be writing proportion. Okay, what are some ideas? Give me one relationship. What's one relationship we know? What do we know from the first sentence?
She can walk 7 laps. 7 minutes equals 2 laps.
Okay, so that's a fraction right there. We know that it's 7 minutes is 2 laps. Okay? Now, with that being said, if we've got 7 minutes, I'm just kind of labeling just to help us out so we can see how to line things up. And we've got 2 laps. You don't actually have to do that on your home, like when you're solving it. Okay? But I just want to show you how we're getting to this. Okay? Equals. So now, if you've got minutes here, I need to have minutes over here. I've got laps here, I need laps here. Does that make sense? Okay? So what else do we know in the second sentence?
30 minutes.
Okay, so we know 30 minutes. So we know that's going to have to go on top. Okay, so my minutes stay lined up. Now, do you think it matters if I take the 7 and 30? Oops, sorry guys. Take the 7 and 30 and move it to the bottom? And then move the laps up to the top?
No.
No, just as long as they're lined up, you're good. Okay? But keep the relationship together. You know it's 7 minutes for 2 laps. That's one of your fractions. And then we're looking for the L. We're looking for the laps. Okay, so again, minutes and laps, they need to stay on the same level. Okay? Now it's just a matter of cross multiplying. Okay, so what do we get when we take 2 times 30? 60 equals,
7L.
good, 7L. And then we're going to divide by 7. All right, so what do we get when we take 60 divided by 7?
8.5.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
8.5.
All right, so if we've got 8.57, let's just round it off 2 decimal places. On your quiz, it'll tell you what to round to, okay? So now, what would be my sentence here? What is the 8.57 telling us? What's going on here in this problem? Okay, Alexis?
How many minutes it will take her, how many laps she can walk in 30 minutes.
That's right, okay, so she can walk. Can walk 8.57 laps in 30 minutes, or a half hour. Okay? And again, that sentence, a lot of us forget to do that, okay? All right, I'm gonna give you a minute here. I want you to try to set up number 8 on your own. Try to set up number 8.